Scoop's view of energy was that it was, as he said often, it was the lifeblood of the economy, and we didn't couldn't leave it to just private enterprise to to, to develop the supplies and make the supplies available, and the government had to be in there to protect the ordinary folks. He anticipated the price increase and the dislocations in the world oil market, which were coming. And when the price went up, he just thought we had to cushion folks from those price increases. And so that was a huge battle that went on for years after 1973 and was only finally resolved in the 80s when oil and gas controls were taken off. But the controls were definitely there and widely agreed to among everyone except oil producing states as necessary to cushion the shock of the international oil price. But Scoop was very consistent about that, and I remember being staff member for him, and he had several ways to work on this. He had the Committee on Interior and Insular Affairs, but he also had he was chairman of the subcommittee on permanent investigations of the Government Operations Committee, called Government Affairs at the time. And that subcommittee could investigate anything. Its jurisdiction was 360 degrees of the policies. And they could subpoena information, and they swore their witnesses with respect to their testimony. So that was that was a subcommittee, and I helped in a very minor way to work on the preparation for it to have the 7 oil companies, the so-called 7 sisters, come and testify about what was going to happen during from this embargo, and for example, were they going to supply the 7th Fleet, even though the Arabs were ordering them not to give oil to the United States. And I remember that was an incredibly heavily attended hearing, and the sound of the cameras going off as Scoop ordered or directed the 7 oil company witnesses to raise their right hands and swear that the testimony they're about to give is the truth and the whole truth. So help you God. And they put their hands up, and the cameras all went click, click, and it was just deafening. After that, oil companies refused to testify in hearings with their presidents under oath for, I think, a decade after that, because of the negative political, what they thought was a negative political effect of having this picture in the paper the next day of these presidents. And he really did them in. They sent people who were technical experts to the hearing, and he asked them questions about their business strategy, and a lot of the companies couldn't answer the questions, so they appeared like they didn't know what the answer to the question was.